All right, guys, welcome. If you're not playing Dragonheir Silent Gods, look down below at that banner, hit that link, and come and join us. You can also download it on Steam and on your mobile device. Jump back and forth between all of those and play the same exact game. And come and join us in Discord. Discord's down below. Come and play with us. You can ask us any question. I'm there all day long. It's a lot of fun to have some friends to play the game with. Today, we're going to try to finish out FEY Meander. So, right when this boss battle's done, we'll jump over and start gearing out some heroes for FEY. I wonder what, like, the easiest group of heroes would be for it. Maybe we should go with Ardrith and Garius for protection and just use a whole bunch of AoE nukers with Varesh. And I'm not sure who else. Who else we'd bring in there? We'd have massive shields. We'd have a little bit of control. We do need to do some damage, I'm sure, on some of those waves. Even though we have 10 times speed, it's fast. It's really fast. It's going to be going crazy. We're going to need somebody to do some kind of damage. Eventually, we're going to hit something that heals. El Sabri with the regens. We're going to need some damage. We'll have to look at what we've got. How long do we have on this bad boy? Are we at 100? No, we're still not at 150 stacks yet. A little bit longer. I wonder what Season 3 is going to be like with a team like this when we first hit the Vortex boss. Sorry, I forgot to take my vitamins. I got my 1-a-day vitamin, zinc. So I need to take these, and then we'll get started. We're just waiting on this to end. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well at the end of season. If you're not at the end of your season 2, you'll be there shortly, and you've got tons of resources for that. Everything early, you've got it all. If you're not coming up to season 2, if you're just doing Ardrith, if you're just doing the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration. I mean, we've been pretty busy with the end of the month. With Elminster there. Mechatork, Big Crab Boss. And then we're going to have the end of the season soon with all new Season 3 stuff coming out. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of cool advertisements. Like for what Season 3 is going to be about. You remember the end of Season 2. Season 2, they were talking all about the underwater stuff. And all the new heroes they had. Like Shinna, right? The mermaid that we use on our Ice Blast teams. So I'm sure they're going to have some kind of theme, right? Some sort of theme to it, I'm sure. I just hope we see some more heroes that we've already seen. Some more types of it. I want to see some more wild, some more burn, more poison. All of those. All those cool heroes like that. And some really good newer versions of summons. 140 stacks. It should be ending soon. I think we get up to 62 million this week with the bonus we have right now. Shouldn't be too much longer. I'm ready to get into FEY. I'm ready to hit that 10 times speed and hurt my eyes and see what we can do to finish that out. See if we can get that artifact, because it's the artifact that gives that additional attack. And then if it's not a legendary, it doubles that attack, right? Doubles the attack, doubles the HP. I think it's 15%, and then it would go to 30% if it's a non-legendary. Looks really strong for a rare. Looks awesomely strong for an epic. Where's our 10 times speed on this? 10 times speed on this one would be nice, but again, watching, like, you can't put your eyes. You can't sit there and watch 10 times speed. It's too fast. You can put it on 10 times speed and walk away, but you're not going to sit there and keep your eyes peeled to it when it's blasting at 10 times speed. Kind of warm today. It was freezing yesterday, but today is starting to feel a little bit better. We're at the very end of February. It's the 29th of February, so the weather should be getting warmer throughout March. Quickly. There we go. People are down. $60 million. Save that. Okay. Off to FEY. Let's see if we can complete this. 154 to 80. Where are we at? A lot of good rewards still to get. Like, we've got legendary scrolls. Obviously some dice, gold dice, worm arrow in here. Things that carry over would be a small percentage of these, I guess. Purple dice, gold dice. Don't really need the gear, but we might find a better piece to use for sure. If we craft something, you never know. A few nice rewards, but we want this artifact. And the bosses are going to be pretty challenging too, because I heard 170 boss was pretty tough to fight. Okay. Let's enter it. Where'd we leave off? What? Oh, the Gardress fights. We left off with all these Gardresses that were knocking us back. That is right. I forgot about this. Oh yeah, we were using old Gandalf there. Elminster. Okay, so if we bring in, let's just bring in our Vortex team and see what happens. Let's try to make this quicker. See what happens if we get some amazing shields. There's also FEY control. If we do this FEY control here, what team bonus do we have with this? No team bonus at all. Let's see what happens with no team bonus. This will be interesting. Nah, without that team bonus, it looks like we're taking some serious damage. Even if we knock back their ultimate. And of course, Sigrid fired too early. These guys are going to blast. We had the same issue with Varesh before. Remember, he's moving forward. And we didn't block their buffs. Okay. Let's undo this. Yo, Blood Sample, what's happening, my man? Hope you're doing well. What is good? I just got in here. We're going to make some teams really quick. We're going to try to fast track this. We're going to go with Ardrith, Garius for those big, super big shields. We'll take out, we'll definitely take out Sagamir. We don't need Sagamir in here. We're going to bring in Varesh. Like, what's a really fast team we can make? Varesh for some control along with decreased defense. These two for massive shields. And then what else do we want to bring in for either Radiant? Oh, Radiant. We have a lot of legendaries. We could bring in Rose if we want decreased attack, but we've got to have some damage, right? A little bit more damage than this, don't we? We could bring in Hubbard for AoE damage. It would be really sweet if I had Filto. I think that'd be fun. But Frost, we've got. We could bring in Drist to go with the Dungeons and Dragons theme. The Panther's not going to die, but as long as we keep him, I don't know. It's better to go with, like, it's better to go with Hubbard AoE. Honestly, it is. Wish we had kind of like one good, massive single target nuke, or Filto where it's like a massive nuke like that. That's Frost, right? Frost. What am I looking at? Okay. Just AoE though. Like, he's really good at AoE damage, but if it's just, you know, not that many targets. 10 minutes long, who needs DPS? These are, yeah, well, they're 10 minutes long. We don't really need DPS. We can hit that 10 times speed button. We definitely can. Let's see how these are geared. If we go with a little bit more resistance on these, I think we would probably be better off, since we're going to get resistance eventually from Ardrith. We could have really high resistance coming through here. That way we don't have to worry about Garius being knocked back, his ultimate gauge being knocked back when we fight Elsabri. Okay, we got a stun set on. I don't know why. Does he have crit rate? Is that for real? Let's get attack on. Do we need the additional heal? No, let's not worry about the additional heal. Crit rate is fine for Varesh. How much accuracy are we running? Accuracy 2, enough. I think it's enough. Hubbard, we don't have anything. And for our girl here, we don't have anything. What do you think we should outfit Rose with? Enlightenment? What was the enlightenment gear? What did it actually do for us? Derivative damage. Oh, only derivative damage. Never mind. It gives us additional enlightenment, but it's only derivative. So we need some enlightenment with her. So let's get... We're going to do debuffs with her as well. So we could put Serial Set on her. I mean, all in all, I don't think she does crazy, crazy damage. But... Enlightenment skill haste of 25. I'll take that. Should we go with accuracy, or are we always going to have a buff up? Do you have... I don't have her. You use her as DPS. Yeah, she hits the whole board. She hits nicely, and she has some crazy passives. I wish I had her. She's pretty cool. And she's not an exclusive either, so I probably had a good chance of getting her, but unfortunately, we just did not land that. Let's go with this. Skill haste, crit rate, critical damage with defense. We got crit rate, enlightenment. We do. Three hits into enlightenment. That's pretty nice. I don't think she needs... All she needs is 200, right? I don't believe she needs more than that. I cannot remember, but I don't think so. All sets. Let's get crit rate with enlightenment. Who's the best one? Is that it? What kind of artifact? Let me reread this really quick. 4 of them. She'll do 2 additional ones. Cast 1 additional time for 100 enlightenment. We've got well over 200 enlightenment. 800 enlightenment damage. Enlightenment damage here. The enemies cannot resist the debuffs. Now, buffs, I wonder if the buff counts from... I bet the buff from Ardrith doesn't count. You know that additional Ardrith buff she's going to get here? I bet that doesn't count toward that. It always has to be kind of like a legitimate buff for some reason. Kind of like, you know, the buff she does on herself, but it seems like it has to be a legit buff. Now, we also have the Hourglass, but we're using it on Ardrith. Okay, I guess we'll keep it on Ardrith for now. Although the Hourglass on... her here for decreased attack would be pretty damn sweet. When the wearer heals an ally, we can get additional damage. What else she got? Do a little additional healing plus resistance. Do you think we need that? What could we put on her? What would be really good? She's not doing derivative damage here, so this wouldn't be great. 171, Stu? I'm stuck on that one again. Let's see if we can make it up there. Let's see if we can make it to that. We're not bringing anybody in with shields at this time. But enlightenment. That enlightenment could help her out. She is doing a lot of enlightenment damage. We're against the shields. That's not going to work. This would actually be pretty cool. She's doing some healing. She's getting some enlightenment. Can we refine this some more? Oh, yeah. We got some refinement material. Just enough. Let's just slap it on her. Now Hubbard. What are we going to do for our boy here? I'm pretty sure with this gear, we're going to have to put... Oh, we could put this on him. Even though he's not melee, we could put that on him. And he's going to have 96% chance to crit now. See, we need that. Critical damage, crit rate, attack, critical damage, crit rate. Attribute... crit rate. He's already got the best one on of 11. And he's already got the best one on of 8 here. So that's fine. We'll just stick with that. Okay, let's see if we get beat down or not. Increased defense. Ooh, we could go with increased attack of 45%. Whew, that's a lot. Okay, Garius, calm down on us. Don't get too crazy. Alright, she's gonna go first. Get our massive shields up. Oops. Should have gone for the decreased defense first. I mean, they're taking damage, but can we survive? We're taking a lot of damage too. Look, Rose is already dead. These knockbacks are a beast. And we didn't block the debuffs. Okay, so that was the problem before, right? We need to block the debuffs. We need to do this right before Thea is going to do her ultimate. That will help us out. Jesus Christ, man. This stage is wild. Rose down. Yeah. Was Rose out in the open? She was on the side, right? Did she move forward? Let's bring her up like this. Sometimes they move forward if they can't reach their target. I'll just put her ahead like that. Hopefully Hubbard won't come forward. I don't think they should. We're taking 50. We got a 5-team bonus, right? We're taking 15% less damage. Oh, we didn't block again in time. Oh, no. Blocks up. It stopped them from getting their buffs. It's just that we're stunned for so long. Maybe we got to do control immunity. Look, man, everybody's dead. We did. It's crazy because we were fighting this the other day with a less tanky team and we were lasting longer than this. Well, we had Adolphus and... Man, I feel like we're dying so quick. We need to bring him over because Garius is being hit by 3. Really, I think she is going to be as well. Yeah, I don't like the way they run out there, right? Can we have her run to the side? I guess this is good enough. If they stay like that, she runs up top. Okay, that's better. That's fewer hit to us, right? And we could always use the hand if we need to. I don't know why we have such trouble on this stage. Okay, they're about to do their ultimates. Let's block these buffs they're going to get. I mean, we did great damage to them if we can just get around to one more cycle. But we just get pumped so much. Rose is dead. See, they get pushed back, so they start attacking Rose because Rose is up there front and center. Nope, we didn't get the buffs. We didn't get the debuffs up. Before Thea blocked it. Garius just got his ultimate gauge knocked back. We're still casting when they're taking 15% less damage. All right, finally, we broke it. What's up, Chitty? Good evening. How you doing? Put defensive people in 10 times a go, just a whole bunch of defensive people, right? Slow play it, but 10 times speed. I agree with that. We've done that on season 1. Leveling change is great. It is great. It is really great. You feel like it's going to get nerfed? I hope not. I really hope not, because you just, like, I've leveled up so many levels since yesterday. It better not get nerfed. That would be crazy. Wing, good to have you here. Thanks so much. Logic, good to see you. Chitty in the house. Caramon, damage comes down after boss 50%. Oh, you're talking about the crab? Mechatorque? All right, we're moving forward. Let's go. We need to get to 160 so we can fight this boss and see what it's all about. So I'm hoping these I'm hoping all the stages to 160 aren't bad. You know what? Let's save this team for now. FEY. Let's set up some time so we can do full auto. She's going to go first. He's going to go second. That's great. I think they're on a quick rotation. I'm not sure what it was, but even if they're at 13 seconds, let's just put them at 13. So she'll go ahead of him, I guess. Yeah. She's at 15 seconds. He's at 16 seconds. I don't think they're going to be... With their skill haste, I don't think that's going to matter. I think they're going to be fine. They'll be fine for the fight regardless. They're not going to get out of sync. That's all I need. That's it. That's all I need. Something like that. Okay, 45% additional damage. Our attack from Hubbard. We're at 10 times speed. Shields are on. Control along with decreased defense. Boom, boom, boom. Decreased attack. Which we didn't land at all, by the way. She didn't have a buff on her. That was weird. She should have a buff on her from her battle skill before the ultimate goes off. If it lasts long enough, she should not be able to be resisted. But the first team I checked went from what? Wait a minute. You're telling me the crab boss went below 50% HP already within 2 days, and now your damage that was 200 million went to 50 million. Are you serious? Wow. That means the crab boss is only going to be up for 5 days total, and that change in damage is nuts. Was there a change in its skills? Did it say anything about... Obviously, the defense went up. Like, the defense went up a lot. Or you're dying very quickly. Are you making it your whole time? Like, normally you'd make it the whole 8 minutes. Are you making it the whole time, or are you dying right away when you deal 200 million? Yeah, that's 200 million, but he's talking about going from 200 million to 50 million. Just 50 million. Now that the boss dropped under 50% HP, and it does get tougher, just like the dragon. The dragon kind of got like more defense. You didn't last as long anymore. Got Team Frozen as well. I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna have to try that. We're trying to push through FEY right now. Regearing all my teams. Yeah, what's gonna do more damage to him now that he's strong though? See, they're resisting all of Rose. This is really weird. Rose has a buff on her. We need that decreased attack. This is very strange. Rose casts her battle skill, which gives her enlightenment. Now, she could be resisted from the recharge speed penalty from what I understand, because the enlightenment goes up after she tries to cast that. But when she gets here to her ultimate, in 11 seconds, she casts this at 4.6 seconds. This lasts for 5. Yeah, I guess it drops off right before she does her ultimate. How silly is that? And we've got nobody else actually giving her like a legit buff. Okay, we'll just give her some accuracy. Let's travel together. That's weird. That's a bit weird. Okay, accuracy 96, not going to work though, right? She's got a crazy amount of skill haste. What can we put her with accuracy? Accuracy. Let's see here. The crown. A 186 is still not going to work because we were looking for enlightenment over here. I think there's one of these has a really big enlightenment hit. Not that one. Accuracy on 41 is nice. I think this had a lot of enlightenment hits. 3 enlightenment hits. Let's see if we can stay away from replacing that. This is the only enlightenment chest piece I have, so I can't mess with that. And this piece is not showing properly. All right, all sets. If we really want to go with crit rate and accuracy, I'm sure we've got something here. Crit rate, accuracy, enlightenment, 32. 241. Okay, that might be enough. I don't know. We'll get some food in here too. Okay, they've got a lot of backline. We got a backline jumper. Torin's over there. Shaltar's gonna do some nukage. Hubbard already got killed by Shragul. Jumping over there. Right, whoever suggested like just a really tanky team and do 10 times speed, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because then you'll just do that, right? That was my strat. Yeah, wing. It works, buddy. It works. Got Team Frozen as well. What is Team Frozen? Are the orbs freezing your team? Is the mecha torque freezing your whole entire team? You might have to look to re-gear your team. I can't believe you went from 200 million to 50 million when the boss dropped below 50% HP. That's pretty wild. That's a huge change. Like, that's too much. That is too much, because to get 200 million, you're using really good teams. You're using really good gear. I don't think you can pick back up from 50 million and re-gear and go from 50 million to 200 million. Maybe some of those other teams, like you said, once you hit 200 million on those other teams, you couldn't go higher, right? It only took 90% less damage. Maybe now you'll be able to go further, and I don't know, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, the chains, the one like harpoon spear that he sends out is doing that. Yeah, we've got Mithracy. I don't have Vinyara. Vinyara would be nice if you needed more damage. Okay. Yeah, like in this case right here, I don't think we need damage. What we need to do is not heal. What we need is high resistance right here. And we could easily, like we talked about that before we started this. High resistance is good because we've got her giving us additional resistance. High resistance is easy on Garius. Like I don't need this healing right here because this gear is from our Vortex team. Resistance wouldn't be an issue. And then if we resist this heal reversal, that's definitely a thing we want to do. Let's see. And again, he doesn't need this gear. This is just gear that we had on when we were doing the Vortex. So we could come over here and do defense, resistance, substat. What do we have? Resistance of 41. Okay, now I do need this. Resistance of 25. She's got resistance of 39. And 43. Okay, so we're already up to 244 resistance, which helps out quite a bit. Let's see what we've got here. I think we've got some skill haste on it with crit rate. We don't need crit rate. Defense, HP, resistance, accuracy. Let's see what we land. Does that say skill haste 26? Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, so resistance of 291, which isn't great, but immediately she's going to give us a... No. She has to get up the stacks. She has to actually take time to work up to give us that 100 resistance to everyone else. Like, she'll get the resistance on herself as these stacks go. After the battle starts, the hero gains 1 stack of blessing. We have to get the 10 stacks, and then we'll get the 10 additional resistance. And over here, we can go with accuracy, resistance, food. Unfortunately, we don't have a resistance lead, but we do have a defense lead to last longer here. And we need to give her back a piece of gear. Enlightenment resistance. Okay. And let's split them up. Let's have her come in after. Oh, he's gonna do these two. What I missed? Sometimes I had to manual Vinyara. Yeah, she does, right? Hit max level instead of doing each level. That'd be... Then you wouldn't have to go back in there. You could just put your heroes in there, and then like a couple days later, you could go over there, and you'd never have to do anything. Yeah, you got to go back in. It's not a lot of micromanaging. It's not. Most of my guys are taking like 2 hours to get a level. Some, when I put a new one in there, it's like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. That's okay. That's okay. I'll take it, man. It is such an improvement. It is awesome. Okay, let's go to slower speed so I can see what's going on here. All right, they're gonna hit us all with heal reversal. We know that. Okay, we got decreased attack up on them. Sloppy damage from Hubbard. Not great. Here goes their ultimates, right? They're all doing their ultimates, but he doesn't have heal reversal on. Ardrith did, and she got jacked up from that heal. Big time. And they're all healing. We need heal block here. Don't they heal a little bit? Doesn't he have the passive to where he heals on his max HP? It's ridiculous, right? Okay, we're still resisting, which is beautiful. Recharge speed penalty from Rose, which is also beautiful. Oh, we got out of cycle. We didn't have Varesh go and then Hubbard. We had Hubbard went in front of Varesh for some reason. Unless he got a recharge speed penalty, kind of like Rose has on right now. All right, let's put 10 times speed and see if we die. Did we kill one? No. No, we would have if we had Varesh go first. We definitely would have. All right, we got this. Maybe. Dead. Nobody dead? Man, Hubbard, you're a disappointment. You're not a Filto right here. All right, I'm going 10 times speed. Oh, it fell apart. It fell apart. Media, what's going on? Do you put your main team in or are they maxed? My main team's not maxed. I put my main team in. Yes, my main team is not maxed. Do you know how long it takes to get to level 60? I have one rare level 60, which is the lower rarities are much easier to get to level 60. It takes far less experience. As you go up in rarity, it takes way more experience. And if you're using a mythic above a legendary, crazy amount of experience. So I have my main team in there. And, well, at least 4 out of 5 of my main team, along with 2 others. Yeah, it takes a while. A long while. But I can tell you this pit is awesome. I mean, it's not a game that I go in and play every day. I play it in the morning, I play it in the afternoon, and I play it at nighttime. So it's fine. And then with the practice battlegrounds, I just go in and get levels, which I love. Okay, so she did not resist, right? We know that. She got lit up pretty hard on the side here, but since she's not taking any hits, let's get her in a resistance piece. 283, I think that's more than we've got right now. And plus she's going to have resistance for herself, and we have food going on too. Let's go ahead and save that and start it up. Wait. Let's go back now. Redeploy. Varesh is on 20 seconds. There we go. Get him on 20 seconds. Her, I don't care really when she keeps doing her abilities. Okay. I do feel like I need another DPSer. Hubbard needs to kind of like ramp up to do his damage, and then he's got to have Rally on. He's not always going to have Rally. Like, he didn't have Rally right then. He, you know, if it was Filto, since there's so many targets, once Filto does his battle skill, we'd have Rally up. If we had Filto, it would be a much better play for damage dealer. And for some reason, Hubbard died back there. I don't know why these guys would have done any kind of AoE. Is there any... Is he taking additional damage from something? I have no idea why he would have died. These guys are going to hit my 2 closest tanks with their cross-section attack. How much time do we have left? Is anything going to die? We got 5 minutes left. Gonna throw things off. Recharge from Rose? No. We just need to have Varesh go in front of. We're not trying to do any special timing. We just need Varesh to go in front of Hubbard, just for that decreased defense for Witches Remains. We're not trying to make sure we do something right before an ultimate or any of that. But I still don't know why Hubbard died. It's really weird. But we're past it now, so no big deal. Oh, that was an optional battle too. We didn't necessarily have to do that to go to the next stage. Okay, moving along. Another stage down. Yeah, she's good. Wings, that human assassin is good. Okay, we'll keep the resistance we have on her still. And if we ever take too much damage on Garius, we can always have her tank another. We can have her off tank, obviously. Ardrith is an amazing tank. Okay, they're jumping on Hubbard. We can see that. Decreased attack is up. That's fine. He just lit them pretty hard there. I like it. Let's keep it like this. Please.
My blade is ready.
Nice and simple. That was the only one you skipped? Oh, you actually didn't do that battle? You skipped it? Oh, man. Well, I tore through it. We just need a resistance on our tanks. That's it. That one's not too bad. I'm surprised the Garius one, where the Gardress are all in the back, where they push you back. That Gardress one where we have 3 Gardress, 2 Theas. I'm surprised that's not an optional one. Because usually the optional ones are the real themed ones. And that seems like a very themed fight to have that many Gardress lined up in the back with the Theas, and then that one massive tank with 20% less damage taken. I'm surprised that's not like a special fight you could skip. This is a lot of Sagamirs that are going to charge my back line and provoke them. And then we have Mithracy here too. Okay, so now what are we going to do if we don't have the damage when we go up against something like Mithracy though? They all charge Hubbard. He's dead. He's dead, man. I got horsies galore. So what am I going to do with all these horsies? I need to take out Mithracy. The rest isn't an issue. Taking out Mithracy is the issue. We could get up block buffs with Varesh for her against her, sure, but we got Sagamirs going everywhere. I need something to take care of that. You're stuck at 171. I'm not there yet. Yeah, Mithracy's a pain. She is a pain. We need to get back there and start nuking her down. But if we do that, Sagamir charges the person with, what is it? The highest attack. Okay, so we need to trick. Like if I did have somebody go back there and kill Mithracy, it can't be the highest attack, right? I need to trick Sagamirs to attack somebody else, which is going to be a pain. So currently I've got the Necro helped in that stage. Necro helped in that stage. You're on 171. Everybody's having I hope I could get there. 171 sounds so close to 180. Like I don't mind battling that out and really working hard for that one. If we do somebody as like a Ponzi for, like if I take out my DPS, how I'm going to take down Mithracy? What do we have? What do we have? Like say we bring in, I don't know, say we even bring in Elvis and we make him have high attack but high defense. What are we going to do? Who are we going to bring in? Yo, on this stage, Necro Stun. What do you mean Necro Stun? Necrosis? You're talking about stun and... Are you talking about playing like Ripe Kiss? Is that what you mean? I don't understand what you're saying with Necro. What is a Necro? You're talking about the whole... Yeah, Ripe Kiss. You're talking about that whole... Because you're obviously not talking about summons. Yeah, and give them a stun set to control it all. But we could do that with a whole entire, I feel like we could do that with a whole entire everything. All right, I think we have one team that's similar to what you're talking about, right? We've got... We've got Ripe Kiss over here. We've got a stun set over here. We've got a stun set there. We've got Fears here. I don't know where Sagamir is going to roll to. We'll find out. If we can get them. We can jack them up. Well, nope, they all ran over. I need to get on Mithracy, though. Not necessarily these guys. Because no matter how much damage we do, it won't matter until we take her out. Okay, so I want to keep these Sagamirs near her. I want to keep everybody grouped up, Yeah, we're going to keep everybody grouped up. Basically is what we're going to do. Because it doesn't matter the front line. They're all going to go to the person with the highest attack. Now, the person with the highest attack on my team, who was it that she just went after? Maybe it was Zarloth. 23-14. I think they all just ran after Zarloth. So if they run after Zarloth right here, we should be able to get her and everything. If they stay in front. Yeah, looks good. Am I missing one over here? 1, 2, 3. I don't know where this other person is, but I think this is good. Yep, right there. There we go. Knock back that ultimate if we got the accuracy for it. I'm not sure. Let's get these fears and stuns going. Come on, Ripkus. Knock that ultimate back, buddy. We actually did Varesh too early. We need to make sure that even if she's not out of it, we can at least block buffs. She's about to cast. I think we can lock her up if we can get it. We didn't get it. Stun. Only a few people got buffs. We need to make sure we do Varesh right before Mithracy goes. Just in case she sneaks by. And Ripkus isn't where he's going to stun her, right? He's not going to do a 3x3 stun on her. What was that? What did I just see fly by? Who was that? Like Lil Awanis just flew by and hit everybody? Well, who was that? Who did I just see? Try to get hovering around 2k armor or more. So yeah, we could do that. We could always trick. We could trick the AI to have somebody with really high defense along with a really high attack as well, right? We could. Donella. Yeah, it was Donella doing her bird thing, right? So she's not going to move. I don't know if we pull them over here. That's going to make much of a difference. Donella's still going to be there. I want Ripkus to come over. Let's do this. Let's put Ripkus right here. I want his 3x3 stun to hit Mithracy as well. Let me check one other thing too with our accuracy. Plenty of accuracy. Do we still have food on? Yes. Defense? Okay. Okay, shields and shields and shields. We knocked back our ultimate. Beautiful. We get a stun right there. That'd be great. We need stuns to stop this ultimate gauge from going up. See, Ripkus is facing a weird direction. And Zarloth is dead. He's facing a weird direction. Okay, I don't think anybody else on my team really has a lot of attacks, so let's go. Like Varesh, we could always put him with crit rate, which he does have. That's good. So here we can go with defense percentage, accuracy. Ripkus has that on. Varesh has this one on, huh? Okay, let me go with this. Plenty of accuracy. 2,300. What's Varesh got? Oh, we still need damage. Like we've got to kill our girl here. Mithracy needs to die. 2,300. $3,700. Wait a minute. What's he got on him? He's got attack, crit rate, critical damage. Let's go with critical. Since we're not worried about his heal portion of what he's doing right now. Let's go with critical damage, crit rate, plenty of accuracy. Now he's at 3,400. Still way more than we got here. No legendary attack? Yeah, come on. Come on. Okay, legendary attack. Still, our guy over there. No way, this isn't right. Attack percentage. Oh. Oh, that's HP. What's his base? 14? 3,300 and something. $3,389. 3,071. Base attack is about the, what the hell? We have a whole bunch of attack percentage pieces on something. Defense, attack, accuracy. This doesn't matter. Neither one of their artifacts matter. Yo, what's going on? Chill, Neo. Thanks so much for the prime sub, man. Appreciate the love. You don't have blood in, so you've been using Zorak on my Ice Blast team. Vortex, nice. You got more damage with the rare? Yeah. Nord's pretty cool, man. If you get lucky and you get a lot of those hits to give ice crystals to everyone, you know, it's percentage based every time he attacks. But yeah, Nord's no joke. He just doesn't have really high defense at all for melee. That's his only drawback, right? Is melee. So I don't know what's going on. Let me check over here at Varesh and see if we've got just massive attack percentage on here that will change out to, like, we'll just change out their gear. Since I've already focused on this guy. So I'm going to come over here to our stun sets and just switch gear. This is Zarloth. And I'm taking it from, now I'm going to go over here to the stun set.
The world shall return to the end.
3,061. Oh, no. We didn't want crate. Wait, we wanted defense percentage. Did I just give defense percent? Man, my stuff's all screwed up. Did I just give defense percentage to? Let me go with that attack. $2,957. Am I nuking this here? Because I'm just moving around like stupid gear now. Little bit higher over here. I'm just like moving around too much gear. Is there attack on any of this stuff that I could bring down a little bit? I think I already took away most of it. 67 wouldn't be enough. I don't believe. 3,061. 25. Okay, let's see if there's a little attack I can pick up. I think that was the highest we had, but maybe we've got good flat attack somewhere that I didn't look at. Defense with attack and flat attack. It's already on. That's already the best one. Defense with attack, flat attack on that as well. We've got tons of attack here, tons of attack there. Now let's go back to, no, there's attack percentage on this one pretty nicely though. That lowers my attack, that lowers my attack. Rate critical damage, that's pretty sweet. What's his accuracy at? I guess we can bring down his accuracy some if we can go with attack and accuracy. Yeah, man, appreciate the sub. Oh, Resh just got slapped on.
Allow me.
Yeah, I think Mithrasy is definitely going to be hit. I mean, we see it there, but I think she's going to be hit by his 3x3. Maybe. I don't know. We just had another Sagamir come down. He might hit her with a 3x3 stun. With Ripekis. I don't think we need a Dolphus in here. We should bring in another DPSer to take out... to help take out Mithrasy and Donella. Okay, how did Varesh just get the highest attack? And Sagamir, one of the Sagamirs went back there at him. How did that happen? Oh, because our Zarloth died there. If we keep the bonus of Fire and Necro, how would we bring... Oh, let's bring in Karf then. Let's bring in Karf with some AoE damage and a stun set and see if we can't... But we got to stay below 3,000. That's not really going to help that much. Is there somebody we can get to just like backline nuker? Oh, we got Karamon. Karamon's going to probably go to Donella first, but that's fine. As long as somebody's working on taking somebody out. If he can take her out with everything going on and then move to Mithrasy, that'd be fine. Because these guys, Sagamirs, are going to have lots of HP. We just got to keep him under attack. So we need a lot of critical damage. Critical damage. Attack, we might have to change that out. That's fine. What set could we do? Definitely the Inventor set, I guess. Everybody loves that battle. This battle right here. Were you having issues with it too? We just got to get to Mithrasy, you know? We just got to get over there and take her out. All these Sagamirs and stuff. Good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. We've got a way better artifact than this too. Let's go to Girth set. But we're going to have to change this so we don't get so high of an attack. 84% chance to crit. We're not even at 100. I guess defense would be okay if we can get high crit rate. It's got a lot of attack on that too. We're already over the attack threshold we need to be at for sure. I'm hoping this is critical damage gloves. It is. So we're not going to go over the attack chest piece. Well, Earthquake. Earthquake. Everything's shaking. Not too bad though. We had a little earthquake this morning too. Right when I got up, there was a small earthquake. Uh-oh. Are these two earthquakes foreshadowing a big one coming soon today? Defense with crit rate. If I even need crit rate. Critical damage would actually be pretty good if we're already at 100%. Are we? We're not. So we will go with that. 96% chance to crit. Lots of critical damage. We're under the attack we need. Like just under. 2948, I believe, is perfect. I think. 3292. Okay. What's going to happen? What's Karamon going to do? Oh, she has the lowest max HP. So he is on Mithrasy. Is he going to stay on her? It's so dumb. This Sagamir went over here and charged Karamon. Obviously, he doesn't have the highest attack. Unless he's getting some kind of attack buff. He's getting a damage buff increase from the Inventor set, but not attack. And now Sagamirs are all over him again. Oh, because Zarloth is still there, though. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Your Elsabri nukes him? I bet, man. Elsabri is going to knock back that ultimate gauge and charm them, so it makes everything so easy. With that kind of control, Everything would be so easy. Zarloth is dying immediately now for some reason because we don't have Adolphus in here to cover.
Allow me.
Okay, I got some stuns on some Sagamirs. We got some fears going up. Finally got our shields up. Now if Caramon can keep chopping her down, we need some control on her before.
Allow me to come forward.
I think she just stopped herself from dying. Right there, that should have been Ripkus hitting her, but I don't think Ripkus was targeting her. She's stunned though. She's stunned. That's good. That's good. Caramon can get back to getting his battle skill there. Boom.
Allow me blessing.
Got that damn ultimate off. Alright, we're gonna have to manual some of this stuff. I don't really want to have to manual Varesh because I want that decreased defense up, but I think we have to. We have to wait for her to do her ultimate and then do Varesh.
Allow me to.
Okay. Okay. Quest instead of Caramon? Why is that? You want to knock back the ultimate? Keep her locked down some more with knock back the ultimate? Okay, I understand that. It's good to be a little specific why, though, when you say something, just so we know. Self-healing and the ultimate knockback, I think, is the best thing. No, ultimate knockback for sure. But we shouldn't even be hit. Donella sure should hit him, but Sagamirs should not be going to him. That's why I don't like when things... I don't like when things are going... Oh, he's got a... Where's he getting this increased damage buff? Or if it's an increased attack... No. Cancel. Keep going. Shit. If it's an increased attack buff, when he does his battle skill, is that it? Even if he performed a wild check, that's fine. Oh, here it is. Successful wild. Oh, so when he's doing a wild proc, he's going to get this 15% increased attack, which is going to put him as the highest attacker. That's why Sagamir is going over there. Okay. So if we put this same gears, same stuff on Questa and keep her attack down. Quest.
Try my claymore before belittling me.
Okay, Quest is not radiant. Where's Necrosis? Necrosis. Let's find these people. All right. Yeah, man, I'm with you. See the season 3 preview, Venom with 2 harpies and 8 orbs? No, I didn't see it. You know that can't be real. I think they did that before. That you can like clearly see how photoshopped it all with the orbs are. And we do need accuracy on it, and that's fine because we've got room because we're gonna keep her attack low. So we've got room to play around with whatever we want to play around with. But we also want to get some damage in there. So let's see what we've got so far. Little high attack, but that's because she's got attack on her. So we could easily go with accuracy here. Be nice to get critical damage, whatever we can get. Okay, what about critical damage? There is one. $125 is not enough. That's all right. Critical damage heavy there. Really critical damage heavy on all these. Crit rate with attack and light, like critical damage of 8. No. Critical damage with crit rate, defense, resistance. We don't have anything with accuracy. This one is defense currently. And we were going with defense percentage with nope, nothing here at all. Out of all my pieces, nothing. That's wild. New boss encounters, add 2 ads and call it good. Which one? For all the new bosses we fight in season 3? You're hoping to summon a what? What do you want to summon? A spider lily? A Mithracy? You want to summon her yourself? This isn't enough accuracy for sure. This won't be enough accuracy to get anything done. We have her attack at 2. Her attack's very low right now. That's fine. Critical damage is great. That's what we want. Critical damage with accuracy on here, skill, haste, and crit rate. That's actually a really nice piece. We'd have to go with something here to give us accuracy if we really wanted to land these debuffs. And continue. I don't think we're going to be able to continue to do damage with her. With this.
I simply can't.
Hourglass on her. Now she should have the lowest accuracy. Oh, Caramon. Nobody. She should have low attack. We shouldn't have any issues with that. She's not going to get attack by doing anything. Let's just see if she stays on her and keep chucking away at her. Now, is she going to jump to Donella or is she going to stay? She should stay on her, right? The lowest HP. And now she's facing Sagamir because she's stupid. There we go. Sagamir went away from her. Thank goodness. They're all together, which is great. She knocked back her ultimate gauge again. We need to block those buffs. Sagamir is tossing her so many regens right now. I wanted to wait till she got close to doing her ultimate, but that's okay. We're just gonna hit her with Icebound. We could have already hit her twice with Icebound World. All right, she's slowly going down. Sagamir just flipped another, but we just lost Zarloth. We lost our attack Patsy. Accuracy chest piece. We're good with accuracy. We lost our attack Patsy. Oh, we could because we got a defense chest piece. You're right. Definitely. I wonder what kind of... Could we get a little bit more attack? I feel like our attack is so low right now. Defense. Attack. He's trying to hold it down. Oh, you know what? We could go with some defense right here. Much better than this would be the crown. And we could switch out. That's more defense for him to mitigate damage. And then whatever we just took off, easily we have something else to put on. Ripekis. And Ripekis, we could actually outfit Ripekis to do more damage. Like he's not set up to do damage at all. Accuracy. We could just go ahead and give him witches. He's got multi-hit too. And he's going to hit first. And that way, if I am holding off on Vresh, I'm not too worried about it.
The world shall return to the end.
Actually, let's give Vresh with this. That way he can do Icebound World more often. And then now we're back to her. So we're going to give her the Incense Burner. I think that's all we have left. We just rotated all these to everyone. Okay, now she's pretty low on accuracy, right? But if we're going to go with an accuracy chest piece, we got to have some good defense with it or something. There's defense HP with a little bit of attack. Defense 165. Defense 158. She's still going to get hit with some like residual damage out there. Change it to something damage. Let's see if we can just stay alive here. I like how everybody's together. They're all together. We can completely full auto, but Zarloth died again. Zarloth died again right away. We can completely full auto. I love that they're all together. This is fantastic placement. Now we just got to keep people alive. We got to keep Zarloth alive. So we got to get some control in there right away because Garius isn't quick enough. Garius doesn't have a battle skill heal, and we got to get to his ultimate faster. So we got to give a little bit of reprieve over there so we can get to our ultimate. What you're talking about putting a harder hitting?
So I cut out their tongues.
Well, we're at 261. Okay, we got the heal off this time. She's over there on Mithrace in the back. We're blocking some of those carrots with Icebound World going all the time, but we lost Zarloth again, man. Zarloth has the highest attack. He's even got like the highest. Look at his defense. His defense is 3,100. We need to bring in another support to keep alive, but then we don't have anybody facing off against Mithrace. Actually, we got enough right now, right? We got enough. We could bring our Adolphus back in, or whoever we're using to help out here.
You're the ones looking to provoke me.
We don't even have to switch anything. I think we have enough control now that we don't have to worry about Mithrace so much, and this whole, like, everybody here can wear her down. Like, if all our abilities are hitting everyone right now, we can wear her down. I say that, but she's still creeping up, man. Look at her. She got her ultimate off. Now I don't know if we're hitting her. I think right now Ripkus might not be attacking her. Is he? And now we've got people dead. Man. What an annoying battle. Is there a group of other people we could use? We kept them in line. Mithrace was being hit. Knock back the ultimate gauge if we get a chance to. I felt like he got resisted a few times. No, he's got plenty of accuracy. He's got a stun set on. Got a stun set on. Got a stun set on. Got healing. High resistance if we need it. We've got that. Let's see. If we go with keeping Zarloth tanky, we need to have him as a 3-team bonus. If we go with a 5-team bonus, we'd have to bring... Yeah, we can't do that. This was a nightmare for you to fight? This was really a nightmare? It's pretty annoying, right? If we go with something like Drist... No, that's not gonna work either. Elminster. Oh. I could bring her into what? To like yank people? Decrease attack, knock back the ultimate gauge, and recharge speed penalty, which we all have already. We've got all that. Ghoul-In would be good. Ghoul-In could actually get some decreased attack up along with healing. Not a crazy amount of healing though, but we'd get a lot of damage. Okay, see that stun? He did a 3x3 stun on Mithrace right then, which was awesome. Knock back our ultimate a little bit. I mean, we got 3 carrots popping off to whoever's getting low. And of course, we got Mithrace ready to do some work on some stuff with her buffs and then not let somebody die. It looks like a Sigrid team to heal block, you know? Resisted. don't see how she's resisting. We've got like 300 and something accuracy. With huge accuracy, stun sets, and just pure luck, that's it to beat it. Can we drag Mithras to the front? We can, but I don't think we have any issue hitting her right now. Like, we've got no issue getting our debuffs up, you know, doing what we're trying to do to her. We've got no issue with that. I don't see why these Sagamirs would go off of Zarloth to over here. This is completely... Zarloth hasn't done anything to increase his attack to make then Sagamirs want to come over to Zarloth when... Varesh, I'm sorry. Varesh does nothing to increase his attack. He's got no attack buff. There's no attack buff going up or anything. Why would they leave Zarloth, which is the highest attack, and charge Varesh? There's got to be something happening there with that. Oh, he got a decreased attack on. That's what's happening. Sagamir's putting decreased attack on Varesh sometimes, and it's causing then for Zarloth, then for Varesh to have the highest attack. Jesus, man. Can't even think of these names. So that's why they're going all over the place. What a real pain. What a real pain. For real, revamp. I believe it, man. Seriously. Like, no lie. It really is. Like, people are just telling me they passed it with luck. They just had to keep doing it with luck. And Mithras. I feel like if I had Filto, maybe we could get some blasting going on in here. He wouldn't be able to have the highest attack, but okay, she's about to do her ultimate. This is good to get a block up. Why are we being resisted so much? That's another. I don't know what's going on with all these resistance, right? Mithras. Nobody in here is doing additional resistance. 267 plus our elemental affinity plus the food we have here for 20 more accuracy. I mean, how much accuracy do we need on the stage? 270. Bro. What's going on? Okay, now trying to be an ass, but why are you using support to fight support? You have Karf, Durham, so many good DPS in this fight fast. Yeah, we could. If we can end it fast, that'd be sweet, man. This is just the team we were using that we came into this fight with from earlier. If we can do all that and just blow her up, yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. That'd be great. We just got to gear them out and make a team. You know how lazy I am to do that. Hold on. Just hold on. We were doing 10 times speed earlier with this team, no problem. But of course now with Mithras, it's going to be different.
Allow me to come forth.
And those carrots, popping those carrots. If we can nuke them down with Karf, a nuke team, who are we going to put as our tank to hold them off for a minute while we get all of our damage up? So you're talking Durham, JR, you're talking Durham, Karf, and what else? We got Adolphus. Spider Lady. Yeah, we got Spider Lady. We got Spider Lady to hold them off, pull them in. Hold them off, pull them in, and keep them together. Who are we going to get? Q and Karf. You want to go Elminster? Really? Really? We're going to do Elminster with some shields and this with some shields. And then you think Karf along with Durham are just going to nuke these down. Karf and Durham. This team? Only 2 DPSers? I think we're going to need more than that. Ripekis, Zarloth, and someone to do heals or something else. Yeah, I don't have them. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Berenger. I wish. That'd be nice. Okay, so who's going to have the highest attack on the team? Because Sagamirs do it on their battle skill, so who are they going to run to first? Make sure Karf goes first with Witch's Remains. So Durham actually does damage. Gotcha. Gotcha. But coverage here for shields. We got some shields here. We need to keep everybody within 2 squares of our boy here. Spider Lady should pull Mithracy. So easy kill there. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can do with some Karf damage. We just need normal gear. Actually, it's better for attack with Karf than Enlightenment DPS. But we're going to do Witch's Remains on him, right? Where is... This is too much of attack on all this. You pulled 12 shards? And you got Alton and... Nice, man. Really? Congrats. Yeah, no problem. We're just gearing right now. We're just gearing some people up. If we put him at the highest attack, or Durham at the highest attack, I'm sure we're going to have some issues with that. Accuracy, crit rate. I don't know. We want Durham to have the most damage. So if we're going to have that happen, then we need to outfit him first with the best gear. Let's see what we've got. And we'll see what kind of artifact we want to pop on this boy. Actually, let's put this on just to cheat so we don't have to worry about gear so much. Let's go ahead over here and go to this. Let's put girth. Now we should be close to 100% chance to crit because this is a critical. This is a lot of critical damage. Way too much critical damage there. Crit rate, critical damage. Crit rate 10. Seven skill haste attack speed attack. Okay, 84% chance. This can be 16. Okay, is it exactly 100? Wow. 100, 254. So he should hit extremely hard. Now he's going to be attacked by Sagamir and be provoked though. 4430. Unless we go over here and have Karf have higher, but then that means Karf's going to be provoked and not be able to fire off. Evening, folks. What's going on, Playtoy? How you doing today? What is good, my man? Maybe we should do the Cyril set. What is Cyril going to give us as far as our skill haste, right? If we go attack percentage and enlightenment. Cyril, yeah, we're working on it right now. Or on Spider Lady. Crit accuracy. 21 critical damage. Just in case we get some good hits here. Plenty. But Durham's going to be hit. Durham's going to definitely be the one. He's going to be the one that has the highest attack, without a doubt. Even if we put an attack piece on here, then he would be the one being hit. Oh, get off. Attack with attack. 4184. Okay, so we can see. We can either make him take the hit or we can make Durham take the hit, and we'll see what happens. Build Karf damage? Yeah, we could build Karf damage. Now, have you done this already, or are you just saying we should do this? Elminster. Now, this is a lot of a... We should probably have Elminster with the highest attack, because Elminster is going to do his battle skill to keep up shields and control immunity, so he won't... Well, the control immunity, it depends. Like a month ago? Yeah, with the same team you're talking about? Control... We're going to have control immunity available. So we put a little bit of skill haste on Elminster. We won't have to worry about the taunts. So that'll work out well. That will work out well. Yeah, but you're a dirty whale, so you've got all that whale stuff you're using. Infinite shards for writing character reviews? Huh? What's going on? What's going on with character reviews? Crit rate, crit rate. Do I have to level this stuff up? Skill haste. Let's do that. Let's get them to go after this guy. What's going on, Revamp? Me? No. I don't really spend any money. I get a whole bunch of summons for being a content creator. I don't really spend money. I get all the free summons, you know? Like a dirty amount of free summons. Attack, skill, haste. Okay, that's pretty nice too, but we need accuracy on him if we want decreased attack. But if we're going to nuke them, like you're saying, then maybe we don't have to worry about it. His stuff's based off of enlightenment. Let's get him some defense, though. If he's going to be attack, we need him to have some defense. Is he going to have the highest attack, though? Can we make it to where he's going to have the highest attack? I'd prefer him to be attacked. Enlightenment, accuracy. Let me see something. 2 hits into enlightenment. What's his accuracy at? Whoa. What's this guy got for accuracy?
The best solution.
I've always been this caustic. You'll get used to it eventually.
We have no legendary enlightenment. No. Okay. Nice. Okay, get some stuns there. Playtoy, what's up? Oh, and this fight's tough. I had to do Gulin for heals, Charm Zarloth for stuns, and Fear Spider Lady Ripkus. I think the last was Shielder Control. Yeah, that's what we were doing a minute ago. We were actually doing that a minute ago, but JR wants to try to nuke it really quick. Did anyone else get this update regarding the hero stuff? In this game right here? I did not. What kind of hero stuff are you talking about? All right, so we've got that. We've got him maybe being attacked. We'll see in a minute. We've got him in...
At high altitude, combat power and personnel numbers
3-8.
absolutely no relation.
Critical damage, critical damage, critical damage. If we go attack here, he might have the highest attack then. 4-3-9-2. He probably is going to, so we're going to have to do something about that. 4-3-9-2. I kind of want to have Elminster be attacked, honestly.
Make the power of kindness. Of course.
But it's going to be really hard to get that kind of attack with... I'm going to have to go with attack substats. Just to have them all go to Elminster. Let's see what we have over here.
What? My crew offending you?
We're really not going to have him hit that hard because he still needs accuracy. Like, no matter what I do, we're going to have a lot of accuracy for Karf. Ooh, nice, that's nice. Yeah, and his crit rate's not going to be high either. I was just trying to get his attack up high too. Okay, so maybe they'll hit Karf instead of Durham here.
Power is the only law in Tenebria.
Let's get her to absorb. Since we've already got the Cyril set on one, let's get her to absorb some damage from everybody. Let's put her in the set that we've got right now on high resistance and some accuracy. Can we get resistance and accuracy? Accuracy, resistance together. It's not going to matter here. We just need the accuracy. Defense. Defense. Give me that. Give me that 9 accuracy. I'll take it. Okay, we'll get some here. Defense, accuracy. She's already got that on. All right, let's give her. Who's got Witch's Remains? Anybody? Oh, actually, we should put Witch's Remains on her. She'll be able to Witch's Remains whoever we need. But Karf's going to hit the whole entire board. But the front, as long as we keep the highest attack next to her, she's going to hit all of them, even Mithracy with Witch's Remains. And then we can actually make Karf full DPS. And we don't have to worry about... It depends on how we have them lined up, but we could. We could put Witch's Remains on her. And...
Power is the only.
line her up. I don't know if we're going to run... Are we going to run forward at least one run? At least one square? Yeah, we do. So we're going to hit Mithracy for sure. He's going to pull her in. Sagamir is going to run to, say, whoever has the highest attack. 2 squares. 1, 2. 1, 2. No, they're going to move forward. She's going to move forward. 1, 2, 1, 2. These would all be covered. 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 She could hit Mithracy with decreased attack. A couple Sagamirs, but then they're going to move over to him. If he's got the highest. That would mean putting Karf in a set like
Got a big job coming.
another damage set. So I'd have to get... Oh, we got shields up all the time? Okay, that makes it easier for crit rate. That's for damn sure. We're at 100%. This is critical damage. Attack and accuracy. We don't need that anymore, so let's go with attack. Crit rate. Okay, since we're doing these 2 full attack, we can actually now...
What? My crew offending?
I got to check gear from here to make sure, because you know how we get that weird display error. Enlightenment, defense, enlightenment, accuracy. We can change him now. Attack, critical damage, defense, 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 accuracy. Plenty of accuracy. So now with old boy here, we've got him with enlightenment with accuracy. Okay. Here we can go anything. We don't need him to do damage. We could just go with defense even. It doesn't really matter. Something with accuracy. That's on Adolphus. Oh, because of the enlightenment part. Man, that's a shame. We just don't have enlightenment accuracy at all, do we? Accuracy enlightenment. What's he looking at? 332 enlightenment. And his accuracy is at 230. Kind of low. Accuracy 41. Just enlightenment here. Okay, so what do I have for accuracy here? Man, I get really tired of that display error. So annoying. All right, so let's go back over to Adolphus. What did we gank from him? We took off defense percentage with accuracy enlightenment. He's at 360 only. Shitty ass there. Now we don't have to really put him with accuracy. We don't have to really worry about this stun set if we don't want to. Where's our greatest enlightenment substats? Enlightenment +2 with resistance. Enlightenment +2. No, that's not even true. Enlightenment here with skill haste and defense. That's not true either. Enlightenment with defense. Enlightenment 1 hit. Enlightenment 3 hits. The update is really nice, dude. Which one? You need to restart the game? This game right here? What kind of update? They didn't tell us anything inside the game. Game announcements. Let's check here. Dear travelers, yesterday at 8 p.m., Blessed Summons 4. Community announcement. To celebrate our Discord's reach 2,000. It's a nice update, man. It's a nice update. Why don't they post anything? Where is content creator chat? Nothing. Jesus, dude, are you serious? Let's save this though, so we don't. I think everybody's got gear on. Let's go over here. Save. Yeah, in the game here. Okay. Let's do one battle really quick. We got Enlightenment lead. Okay, shields are up. Let's see. If we want to get decreased defense on, say, Mithracy right now, we'd have to do that. All right, he did get provoked because Durham just shot. Yeah, I don't know about this strategy here. Check in-game patch notes. Okay. I think control and just slow damage was going to work just fine like we had before. But let's see. In-game notes. Game update and improvements overview. The hero system has been comprehensively optimized. Please check the details via the hero button on the upper right of the main. The upper content is as follows. Hero guide module for displaying walkthroughs. Official walkthroughs. Recommended lineups. Hero ratings. Add team. Edit team lineups, cast skill timing, and equipment plans. So, okay, what are we looking at here? Like, what's the awesome part about it? What was cool that was changed? 10 categories, most heroes optimized for battle walkthrough. This is new, right? This is the one you're talking about? Just all about hero display filters? Left some screenshots on my Discord. All right, let's see. What do we got? Okay. I mean, that's it. You're just talking about like guides, in-game guides, event period. That was it, right? That's. I don't see anything else new. I thought you were talking about like new content, new guys, new updates, new balancing, like hero balancing or something like that. Somebody said it's really nice. Somebody was like, there's new game stuff. Yes, it's awesome. It's really nice. It shows recommended gear and strategies for heroes now. Okay, where's that? Like went over here in hero kind of portrait. If you leave a review, you get 10 worm arrow. Great. Now we've got everybody leaving a review saying whatever about a hero, you know? I don't know if that's the best thing. Are we talking, okay, that's his story. Are we talking about here? Because a lot of times this is the worst system when you look at this in other games. To take players' response as far as like what's going on with a hero. Where's the part where you see the hero's gear? Like D or A showed me this one screenshot where it showed Erich. Official walkthrough. Recommended lineup. Hero guide. Where's the hero guide section? Oh, you have to reset the game to see it? Okay, let's reset. See what we get. I thought you guys were talking about game balancing or new game content or something cool with Season 3. Hero guides don't get me excited. I don't consider it. That's definitely not content. I thought it was going to be something cool, man. Yeah, I don't consider it great. I consider that just like some luxury thing. They just put it in the game. They're not even, that's why we don't have a big update on it. It's not something like I do a YouTube video on and say, hey guys, look, you can see here at gear. I guess. It depends on if it's really legit, you know, if it's really going to help a player out or not, you know? Because looking at what you showed me already, it shows a legendary artifact here, Ring of the Scarlet Sorcerer. That doesn't help anybody out. Ring of the Scarlet Sorcerer, they do have the eyeball here if you want to put that on Erich, but necessarily that's not really the best choice for him, the eyeball. There's a lot of other artifacts, especially like the blood one that gives you 20 crit that can really help you out, or even the one with critical damage with a horseshoe that can even do more damage depending on what gear set you have on. So while I think it's nice, the inventor set, it says right there for the inventor set to use, I guess. It just feels like common knowledge because you and I play the game all the time to me, right? So I guess for anybody who doesn't really frequent Discord or watch YouTube videos or play the game as hard as we do, it's a nice addition. I just don't really consider it like a game, like a real game update, but it's nice. It's good to have, right? I'm not saying they shouldn't have it. That's for sure. It's good to always have this kind of information. This hero's been what? This hero's been pinned. Okay, they got a new pin option. Here we go. Inventor's set, Barbarian Helmet. Attack, crit rate, critical damage. I mean, that's any DPSer. We already know that. I mean, everybody knows that from any game you've ever played. Crit rate, critical damage, get some attack in there. Vortex, recommended condition, Temporal Vortex. Does do better on a single target boss, especially for that ultimate. All hits hit that. Wild team recommendations. Okay, cool. Players' comments. Hey, it's nice. It's a nice feature. Guides, we are the guides. Yeah, it's a nice feature. I just really thought you guys were talking about something new. You let me down. You got me all excited, and then it was just like all this excitement went to nothing. What were we fighting? Do we even need to fight this fight? Are you telling we need to fight this fight, don't we? Because it looks like we could go this way as well, but I guarantee we've got to fight that fight to get to the next stage, don't we? Pay to win team recommendations. That's probably what it'll come to, but oh, you saw the lineup? You were talking about the recommended lineup? Yeah. With Flora in there. Just an easy way to get Worm Arrow. But it's 10 Worm Arrow per comment. Yeah, I probably won't do that. Okay, what were we doing here? We were trying to nuke her down because JR wanted us to come in here and just straight up nuke. But we need to survive 2 rotations. We need to survive and get 2 ultimates off to really do some serious damage, right? To do that. Decreased attack right now. We could sit here and get decreased defense. Up on her again. Decrease attack here on some of these Sagamirs. Decrease accuracy is really nice on them as well. The only one we're really going to do some damage to right now is Mithracy, so maybe we could try that on Sagamir next time if we want to. And then we're going to come and get some... She's got a lot of regens on right now. We're going to get Durham's damage in here. Okay, nice. Again, take them to half life, but then we've got to survive to the next rotation. They're already jumping over there on our Karf. Where the hell did my spider lady go? She kind of left. And she didn't even pull in Mithracy. Oh, she had block buffs up. Yeah, she got block buffs up right now. Hit the blue button. Hit the hand. do it. Let's hit it right now. I don't even think it did anything. Okay, we needed to hold the spider lady to get decreased defense up for this part right here. We should have had decreased defense up now, and then we could finish Mythracy off. But she's gonna proc to let herself not die. She's gonna do her passive, and we just got nuked by the by Danella. So even if we took Danella up, Danella would be revived back, but with less HP, we might be able to do something then. All right, so let's go again. I hit it. I hit the blue button.
Allow me to come.
If we can wait, we should wait to get shields up first with... Oh, no, his shields are automatic. Do we have shields up? They probably got eaten through pretty quickly, but we should have a few shields up, right? By the time... There's some shields. Okay, we're going to get some heals. Heals based off of shields, no problem. Let's get some decrease attack, decrease defense. Let's get decrease attack up on the rest of these. Anchors away. Bombs away. Durham's dead. He's dead. Yeah, it didn't say free to play recommendations though, did it? It just said recommendations, right? Recommendations get all these legendaries. That was kind of cute because if we look back at that, or any hero,
Do ye know what the hardest thing in the world is?
what recommendations does it have here?
Constantly solving new problems for help seekers. Ye should try it.
There's no recommendations for him.
Everything
Was it at this point?
rectified.
Oh, is he the only one with the recommendations?
I'm where I am today because of my commitment.
Oh, well, I guess Erich is the only one with a recommendation right now, unless there's a few other ones down here. Oh, here we go. Recommended lineup. This is it. It's the same, like wild team. Caramon, boom. Recommended lineup for Caramon, sliced in there with Flora and Chrysos, and then Adolphus again. Nice.
I've always been this caustic. You'll get used to it eventually.
Has no recommendations. Yeah, I guess they're working on those recommendations, I guess.
To the end.
Wouldn't it be like Crown and then Witch's Remains? For sure, Witch's Remains. Yeah, whatever. Pretty cool. What's not cool is this level. What's not cool is this level at all. 156. And we're not pulling Mythracy at all. Where could we... Maybe if we were over here, she'll pull Mythracy, because Mythracy will then be the furthest away. If we need to pull. Because she's going to pull on the battle skill, so it'd be great to do it right now. She just pulled Sagamir because Sagamir ran away. Maybe if we put her in the middle and they're going after Karf now. I don't want to put Karf there. Well, if we put her in the middle, Sagamir's going to attack. Are they going after Karf? Let me see who has the highest attack. I thought it was Durham. Who did she pull in? She just pulled in Donella? I don't know. JR told us some information here. JR said that, you know, pull her in, nuke, and all this other kind of stuff, and it's not... Let me see if we run forward. I just want to see if we can keep them grouped up, but have her just run forward just a teeny bit. And then she's going to pull her in. Okay, she pulled her in that time. And then now we could... Okay, this is really good because we can decrease defense... the two weakest ones. And they're kind of clumped up so everybody can get these debuffs on. That's nice. Although Karf's dead now. What about going invisible? Ah, that's nice. With Thea? What floor is this? 153? Is that right? Going invisible with Thea for all of our backline and forcing them to be on our... And we put the hourglass on Thea, so we have 100% uptime on going blind, on going invisible. I think you got an idea there, my man. 171? Yeah, we're not at 171 yet. What do you guys think? Thea with hourglass and high skill haste would probably be pretty sweet. I mean, that keeps Sagamir off you. And then we can just focus on nuking. You could then have like a real nuke team and not worry about nuking so much. Well, not worry about our nukers being killed so much, right? Anybody try that yet? That sounds like a pretty legit strategy. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, so she's pulling them in pretty nicely there. Where's Carf? Should we go Durham and Carf? Because then Durham will actually... We should go Durham first so we can buff up Carf. Now, we were always going Carf before because we were going to put Witch's Remains on Carf. But honestly, we should go Durham first to get the increased buffs here and then go Carfs. Now, keep in mind, none of my legendaries like this are scrolled. So I know for sure other people like JR, you're going to have your guys scrolled. Because you guys are dirty whales, I told you. Is it target things even though it's auto on them? You mean even if they're invisible, will he still target them? He shouldn't target them. Skill attacks the highest attack. Is it a targeted thing even on auto on him? What do you mean? Yeah, it'll just whoever at the time when they do their battle skill, whoever has the highest attack, that's who they're going to attack. So if you get a buff that gives you a higher attack than somebody else on the team, whenever Sagamir does his battle skill, it'll attack that person. And it's the taunt. That's not too bad. Flipping that carrot that he does with the regen and the increased ultimate gauge kind of sucks because, like, say you're taking down Mithracy, you're taking her down, but then these guys are flipping like 3 carrots to her all the time, increasing her ultimate gauge and giving her regen. So she's going to do her ultimate more often, which really sucks, you know? Keeping her alive, and then she's keeping everybody else alive. It's just Operation Takedown Mithracy, and then from there, if we can keep everybody alive, it should be pretty easy. This, let's see how much damage we can do. With Durham and Carf. We're going to have Durham go off first. Okay, we got our buff up for Carf. Still only half health that we can get them to. And then they all are on Durham right now. He's about to die. Carf died. Even Quest, she's about to die. Yeah, I have no idea how you kept DPSers alive. But let's bring in Thea. I think Thea sounds like a really cool idea. If Thea can really cover them, and if we can get 100% uptime on Thea, then Sagamir cannot attack them anymore. We'll take damage from Donella, but we're also taking 15% less damage because they're invisible, plus Thea's going to heal them. And it goes in line with our 5-team bonus, which is pretty sweet too. But who are we going to take out? Elminster? Yeah? I think that's the best one to take out. We're not really relying on Elminster's decreased attack. Elminster's control immunity is very nice, but we're not going to have to worry about that if Sagamir is not attacking those people, our backline people. I don't think we're going to have to worry about it.
Darkness is a fine camouflage.
What does the legendary Zarloth? It's the one that does AoE decreased attack. It knocks back the ultimate gauge, or sucks it and absorb it and heals itself on the battle skill, decrease attack, and then it does a few other things if they're low on HP. It's really good. Gulen's awesome. Like, good damage too, like awesome damage. Ghoul End is no joke. I do have Gulen scrolled.
As long as I'm on side.
Okay, we still need enlightenment with her, so we can go with enlightenment if we have it, and some skill haste would be great. No. Did we even have an enlightenment? Are these enlightenments? Okay, they are. Great. We don't need to worry about her accuracy either. I don't think we're going to try to hit anybody. Well, we got heal block here too, so that really actually can help us out a lot on this stage. Heal prohibition is something that we could take advantage of here. Like, really take advantage of. But I don't think we're going to worry about it at first. We can try. We can try. Let's see. What do we have? Accuracy-wise? Accuracy? I mean, if she's not going to be hit, then yeah, why not? There's some awesome skill haste with that. Enlightenment. We have our tank doing that. What kind of gear did we have on Elminster? Oh, the serial set. So if we put up a debuff, we could still get, if she does apply that debuff, we could still get some additional. Yeah, she's got a lot of accuracy. Because we're using the hourglass too. Okay. $38 plus 100. She's on a 16-second cooldown for her ultimate. For 10 seconds, we should be pretty close to really good uptime. Maybe 90% uptime, I'm not sure. These guys are still geared out to do damage. I'm worried about her staying alive now because she was taking a crazy amount of damage earlier. And we've got no leader skill at all. Wow, that's crazy. Nothing that works here. What's up with that nonsense? They are still attacking Karf. Well, they were for a minute there. Oops. Okay, she's pulled in now. Karf is dead. Karf is taking AoE damage. I still think they were targeting him though, even though he was invisible. Let's bring her away. We got to bring it. We got to bring all these guys further away. Further away. Let's see if they'll stay back. Them staying back, they'll probably move forward one square, possibly. Okay, great. They don't. They stay back. Okay, they're invisible, so there's no way they should go over, and they still do. Oh, man. Are you serious, game? It's invisible. It's not a... Like, if it was AoE damage, okay, no problem. AoE damage, we understand. Even if they're invisible, they're still going to be hit. But if you're invisible, you cannot single target... attack somebody, even if it's an ability that says you attack the person with the highest attack. It doesn't matter. Then you attack the person with the highest attack. It's not invisible. What a cheating game. Has your server passed 50%? If so, have you tried the fight yet? I haven't tried the fight. No. Invisibility was all the way already up, like a second to 2 seconds before they rushed. No. Look. It's up almost immediately. Watch. Invisible, and then they run over. And then they're attacking right here, Adolphus, which is invisible. Look, they're invisible right now. Okay, now everybody's invisible, so they're going to attack whoever. My team can drop damage 30 million to 50% of this form. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard everybody's damage went from like 200 million to 50 million. Yeah, I heard it got wild. I heard it got really wild. I mean, there's nothing we can add here for skill haste. We could add some defense. Okay, maybe that one did run in like a little bit early. Okay, maybe it just takes time for us to put up that invisibility for it to work out. You know? Maybe it takes time for it to cast it, and there was that one where there's that like 0.2 where they just ran back there. Okay, so now we're having issues with keeping her alive, right? She's not getting healed by Thea. She's only getting healed by herself and Adolphus.
As long as I'm on side, none shall lie to the queen.
Yeah, it increased way more. The season 1 boss wasn't that big of a change. When you got 50% less on the dragon, the boss just got a little bit more defense, not a crazy amount of more defense, and your team score, like my team scores actually went up. Because even though the dragon got more defense, I started, just really fine-tuning my teams. So the damage went up. These fights are what, every few weeks unlock? What's going on? The fight I'm on right now, this is FEY Meander. FEY Meander unlocks 3 floors a day. And you can attack at any time. It's just 3 floors a day will unlock. But at any time, you can go back and fight them throughout the season. So you don't have to rush. We've already got skill haste 18. And I believe we've got skill... Oh, we don't have any skill haste on this one. Okay. 26. That's pretty amazing. Let's go with that. Let's go with that one. Okay, so now we've got our guys covered. So whoever was talking about that was right, but we were invisible before they ran over. But now we're definitely invisible before they run over. But look at our tank. She gained back a little bit of health there. She's got a shield on her right now. This is actually working out really well, though. We just need to be able to keep her alive. But we definitely were able to keep Sagamir off of our people. So if we can keep Sagamir off of range, is there another way we can play this? Like a smarter way we can play this? Bottleneck stopping your grind? What's going on? Yeah, it's harder for everybody. So now to hit that max damage, even if you can get 50 million, I mean, you can still get the 140 million you need for the day. So, Garius in, Adolphus out. We're going to break our 5-team bonus, but that'll work. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. Even with Garius in, we can split up the damage that they're both taking. Like, we can have her tank some and have Garius tank some. And then see if Garius can heal. The problem is Garius is an awesome healer, but we kind of need something like Adolphus and Garius. Maybe take her out and put Garius in. Adolphus and Garius together. She's in here to do recharge speed penalty, sure. Decrease attack, okay. She is here to do our Witch's Remains, though. But I think if we're going to bring Garius in or bring somebody else in, we probably just need to take her out. See if we can survive longer. See if we really truly have 100% uptime on Thea and our range just stays there. If our 2 can just tank the whole time and we keep doing AoE damage, maybe we can just beat them down over time. Do we have anyone, though, that's like a Garius that is in... Why is it showing me this weird... Did this change? How we look through heroes here? Do we have anybody that's close to Garius status that we could use in Necrosis? No. Or Fire. Not really. We're going to take 15% more damage, but it might be all right. I mean, the backline people aren't taking damage. It's just our tanks taking damage. So let's see what happens. Good, you've chosen victory. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay. Okay, shields on shields. Garius was almost dead. I mean, without control, I don't think it's going to happen. Without decreased defense, I don't think it's going to happen. Garius is going down too much. My Sagamir and Mithracy versus Sagamir and Mithracy versus all these. Well, that was over quick. That was over extremely quick. I think we should go back to the stun team. A lot of you out there beat this, right? These horsies can bite, man. A lot of you out there beat this already with a team that's more like this, right? Varesh. No, wait. Did we save that other team? God, I hope we saved the other team. We didn't, did we? We did all that changes and we didn't really save the other team. Is this the team? No, this isn't the team. This isn't anywhere how we had it geared. I mean, this is one of the teams we used, but this is no way how we had it geared. Damn it. We did all that work prior to this to gear them out, and now the highest attack for sure is probably going to be Questa at this point. Let's go check. Let's go check on the guild boss. Maybe I don't make it past this season. You know, no big deal. There's next season. You know, no biggie. Yeah, but we had them like all geared out. We had all these people geared out, and we were doing really well with wrapping up all of them. We had them down in the lower corner. We had this team. We had this team right here. We had Questa geared out so that she didn't have the highest attack. We had her on Mithracy the whole entire time. We didn't have Garius in here. We had another. Who was it that we had in here instead? Adolphus. We had Adolphus in here. No, it wasn't. We had Adolphus and somebody else in here. I don't even remember, man. I really don't even remember. Don't. Oh, maybe we had. That's what we had. Do we have these two? We had Garius and her in here. Ardrith. Who do we have? Garius, Ardrith, Ripekis.
You've chosen victory.
You've chosen victory. I think it was these two, and Varesh. No. Varesh and her in here. That's what it was. I don't know, but we were locking them up pretty good. Gulin instead of Questa. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of playing around with it, to be honest. Now that I lost all that gear, that whoever was on it, I lost those gears. I'm kind of over it now. You know, for today, anyways. We can always try tomorrow for sure. Walk away and forget the frustration. Yeah, much easier. Much easier. Not worry about it. It's an artifact at the end of the season. If we get it, you know, we get it. If not, no big deal. We've got plenty of artifacts to play with. Let me go look at this crab boss, though, that you guys are talking about. Because I do know what kind of damage I got yesterday. And I'm curious to see what this disappointment's all about. I think it's okay. I don't think it's that... Oh, we're not at 50%. My server is pretty funny. My server was the beta server. So people played in beta, you know, before global launch. It was like an early access thing. Anybody could have played. You could play and carry over your account, but you'd be on a server different from everybody else. You know, you wouldn't be placed with people that are just joining on global launch because you played a whole season ahead. So those people that played a whole season ahead were on servers together for season 1, and then on season 2, they merged with us. So we went, and I only started at global on this account. So with this account, They merged our server with that server, the older server, which is supposed to have a whole bunch of, big whales on it. But really, it's only got like one whale on it, to be honest with you. People quit, right? And that's the thing. People quit, so a lot of people quit. I mean, a lot, because they played season 0 and then they played season 1 and they were like, this isn't for me. So they quit. And I'm guessing for season 3, Sebastian, they're going to merge multiple servers together instead of just 2. Like they're going to merge 3 and 4 and 5 servers together depending on how active they are. Your first server, the one I'm on, is packed. Yeah, this one's not. I mean, look, we're not even over 30% damage on the boss. Where you guys are already at 50% damage. And then I haven't done, like, look at my ranking right now, guys. I'm at 16% for rewards. 16%. I fought the chief challenges for 2 days. I fought 6 chief challenges one day, 6 chief challenges the next day, and that's it. And some domains. That's it. I have not fought the chief challenges any other days at all. I fought this crab boss with 1 team on day 1, 2 teams on day 2, and none right now on day 3. And I'm still at 16%, which is fine with me. 20 scrolls is fine with me. So, yeah, there's not a lot of activity right here on this one. And we got, we got Odd One, we got Ivy Lee in here, we got Scratch in here. Oh man, Scratch and Odd One need to, Ivy Lee's taking them. Nice. About the server mergers, on one hand, more people is better. I don't think more people is better, honestly. You don't need a lot of people to make it better. It's just dependent on, what your enjoyment is. For me, my enjoyment of fighting other people for some more summons isn't, like, I love games that I can farm. I love games that we can find ways to work bosses and do bosses and stuff, especially with lower level heroes like rares and epics. But a game to where I'm just competing against other people, like for a game, I can make 15 teams to fight the chief challenges, but for my motivation, like, and I think you can understand my viewpoint. Like if I make 15 teams to do more damage than somebody else just to get a few more summons, that doesn't excite me. If I go in and farm gear and I'm getting new gear, or I go in and fight a new boss and we get some cool drops for like a guild boss and we get some good drops for the season, that's exciting. But me just simply making teams that I know I can make, that we all can make, just to try to get a few more points than somebody else multiple times a day, so that at the end of the season I can have a few more summons, like that's no excitement to me. I want to farm gear. I want to keep farming gear and have fun with gear, and like have new boss challenges and stuff like that to fight. Those chief challenges, we already had fun with them with Ardrith, getting that legendary so many times. So it's not, it's not fun to do the chief challenges anymore. There's no drive for me to like beat somebody else. Like I'm just not that competitive, I'm not a competitive person. Like why do I care if you did 500,000 more damage on chief challenges over the course of the end of this season just so you can have a few more scrolls? Like that, like okay, have your scrolls, man. Great. I just want a dupe so I can have a legendary artifact besides the free one. Oh, we need to run my team though. We definitely need to run this team here and see what. Now I do like this. Like this, the thing about this boss that irritates me is this boss is only going to be available for like 5 or 6 days, and we have to rush so much to get 6 teams to fight this boss. What I want this boss to be, I want this boss to be active for a full week. We fight it 1 time a day like we do the Vortex boss, and then of course you can fight it multiple times throughout the 2 weeks that it's active. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, you have to fight it 6 times. The chief challenges go away. You have to fight this 6 times a day, and you've made multiple teams. You've tested out a lot of stuff. Fortunately, this boss drops on like day 1, and you got to spend 10 hours to make 6 teams. And I don't think a lot of people have time for that. I don't think it's good for like to keep player retention. I know a lot of you out there, you're all hardcore. I get that. But you got to remember, the majority of the player base isn't necessarily somebody who they got a job, they got a life, Day 1 of this crab coming out, they can't go like mastercraft a spreadsheet with all their different teams and switch around gear and then try out different teams. They don't have time for that. They have work, they have family. They simply really don't have time for that. I don't know anybody who has even like 3 hours. 3 hours on a mobile game when you're just doing auto is fine because you can put it in your pocket. You're running a dungeon. It's not you don't have to. It's time, but it's not something that's consuming your time to where you have to actively be engaged with it. This, when it comes out, you have to actively be engaged with it, and we're talking about 4 hours out of your day. That's a lot, and that's why I think that it's better to have it slowly, right? It's cool that they do this. I'm not saying they shouldn't do this. I'm just saying that we should slowly have access to this boss that we fight once a day. That way, when it does get really hectic with the 3 battles a day, we're ready for it. You know, we've tried out all these different teams. We're ready for it. We've fought it once a day. Where is my team to do the Krabby Crabs? Was this it? All right, here's my crab team where I hit 140 million, no problem. So if I hit 140 million with this, you're telling me now I'm only going to hit about 35 million probably. Okay, 13 should be 5. All right, we should be able to do full auto. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It won't even matter. You are correct. Well, let's get in our one fight for today then. Use your same ones from the other world expert. I just use my same crappy ones from the other world. You mean you use your same teams from Ardrith? The teams you were using at Ardrith, you just use those same ones in the other world exploration. The six teams you had, and then you did maybe like Domain or something like that. Yeah, and I'm all about the competitive nature of it. I don't think seasons are a bad thing at all. I just feel like we need to have more time, right? We need to have more time to be able to do something like this boss. And I'm really disappointed too, because this boss is actually the first real new content for the season. The only other real new content we had for the season was the other ocean area, the islands. And then this is the only true new real content boss that we have to fight, besides the one boss that we fight for the weekly boss, the Mithrasia. What was it? The Mithrasia thing with the octopus, the Kraken, where he slaps her and kills her, where he infected her. We had that to fight every week, but that was so easy. I don't think anybody really thought about it. Like, this is the only true real boss fight we have. Are we doing okay? I didn't really check to see if we are on with our Sigrid. Like, are we attacking 6 and then 3 at least? Okay, if she can charge back 25% before they die, before the first one starts dying. Yeah, we are. We're hitting 3 now. 6 and then 3 easily. Okay. This will be 140. Well, the season so far is that it takes... You do. You don't have enough to level up. You don't have enough to experiment. Absolutely. And I think that kind of puts people off too. That you start a brand new season, especially if you're free to play or even a low spender, you're going to use the same heroes you used before. You're not going to use anything different because you don't have the resources to level something up. You don't get enough experience running through Goblin starting out. You really don't starting out at all. And that, I don't want to run Goblins more. All they need to do is up the experience we get in Goblin, like double it. If they double the experience that Goblins gave us, then we'd be running at the same amount of time, which I already think we run at a crazy amount of time over the course of the 3 months for the season. But that would then let people level up more heroes. And as time goes on and we get more and more heroes, season 3, 4, 5, 6, as you're playing longer, you're going to have a huge roster. And how are you going to be able to try out anything new with so many heroes if you only have such a limited amount of experience each season, right? I'm with you on that. I completely agree. Like you're punished for having a lot of heroes? Right. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. And I think they're going to work to make that better. And I don't understand, since they don't sell stamina, so they're not making a huge profit off of stamina, I don't understand why they want to gate something that's going to go away, right? Our heroes being leveled are going to go away. We have to redo that again. I don't know why they want to gate something like that so much. If I saw them selling packs for stamina all the time and really trying to monetize stamina, then I could understand it. They want to make money off of it, but they don't try to make money off of it. They really don't. We don't have a way that they seriously monetize stamina except for the battle pass. You can get additional stamina there. You have the free version that you get stamina, and you have the paid version. And then of course per day you can spend gems to get stamina, but they don't really have a way to absolutely blatantly monetize stamina. So I'm surprised that they are kind of stingy with it, right? And they shouldn't be. You want this season to be exciting. You want to level up as many heroes as you want. You want to feel like kind of like you're on a test server. Like when I'm on the test server, I'm having a blast because I get to level up everybody and play everybody. I want you guys to feel that same way. I want you guys to be like, man, this season's awesome. I can level up all my heroes. I've got all this gear. I've got gold to level up all this gear. You're going through it all. You're having a great time. You're spending money because you enjoy it. You're spending money on the battle pass because it's worth it. And you're spending money because you're spending all your time on it and you want to support this game. I think that's the best thing, right? Half your heroes aren't leveled in Season 2? First, well, Season 2 had Varesh and Garius. If you had Varesh and Garius together, you pretty much had Season 2 down. Yeah, Season 3, I'm definitely going to be leveling up the same. I'm going to be leveling up Garius, and then I'm going to level up Ardrith to go with Garius. I'm going to slap the staff on Garius, and then whatever DPS works, I throw the DPS in. If it's Radiant and Fire, which it should be, then I just bring in either AoE for burns, or I bring in single target wild, and that's it. I mean, what else am I going to need to do? I'm going to need to heal block from time to time. I'm going to need to block bust from time to time for all the dungeons that we already do, and it should be pretty easy. You find that they're really stingy with stamina? Then the third month you have more than you need. Right, and that's what I'm always talking about. Like the first month is really slow. It's like wait, and then right after that first month, you get the increased drop rate in the dungeons, and you're ready to go and have some fun because you're doing an event for a legendary. You're doing the chief challenges. You're doing 3, 4, 5, and then 6 chief challenges. That's fun. I mean, that's fun to me. That 1 month out of the 3 months is a lot of fun because the first month is just sit around and wait. Is my adventure rank high enough so I can actually do something to move up and move up? Then that 1 month when you're actually allowed to farm legendary gear with the increased drop rate, you're looking for legendary gear, you're farming it, you're leveling up all your heroes, you're fighting those chief challenges, and you're doing it for a reason. You're doing those chief challenges to get this legendary new hero. So there's a real incentive there. And then that last month, you're just fighting other people that against other players to get a higher rank so you can get some scrolls at the end of the season, and you're using the same teams you've already used. And you're fighting against the same bosses you've already fought, and you're expected to make more teams that you could have already prepared, you know. It's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a little disconnect, right? We need to have more fun in the beginning, and then at the end, it needs to be a little tweaked a little bit differently to be enjoyable, I feel like. But definitely the beginning process, right? They need to increase that. We need to get the increased drop rate from legendary gear at 15 days instead of 30. That way we can start farming gear right away. And we need to have a whole bunch of heroes leveled up by that day. So that means like doubling the amount of experience we get from Goblin. So that we can really have fun the first 15 days we can have fun playing the new content. Like the new island content. Whatever they come out with. Whatever it is for the next season, we have fun for the first 15 days while we're just barely leveling up our heroes. And then after that 15 days, we get the double drop rate in dungeons. We go with that. We're all ready then for the first chief challenge at 30 day. From 30 days to 60 days, we already have plenty to do with the chief challenges because we're going after that Lego. And then at the end there, we need the D&D collaboration to come out to have fun with. And I don't know about the chief challenges, but for me personally, I'm not making 13 teams ever to fight against chief challenges because it's just not worth my time personally. What about more XP pots for the level grind? Yeah, more XP pots for sure. That's what I mean. I mean, just more experience all around. Because like we said, you get more and more heroes every season. So how are you going to level up those heroes? If every season I'm playing, I've got a crazy amount of heroes, how am I going to level those up? And domain 5 drops at the same time. Yeah, we need to double the domain drops too. We would need to. All right, 140. Like I said, 140. There we are. So tomorrow, if we make it 50% of the boss, then we'll see that drop to probably like 30 is what you guys are saying. That would be wild. Where's the percentage? Where's the percentage of the bad boy? Oh, right here. We're only at 37. How are you guys at 50 already? Well, probably because of guys like me, right? With only 400,000 total for 2 days. Yeah, all that would help. All that would help. And again, it's not like you're taking away anything from the company. You're not making it so that they're not making money. You're just making it, I feel, that they're going to make more money because you make your players excited and fun to play the whole season. You're 1 day ahead? Oh, you were 1 full day ahead. Okay, so maybe by tomorrow. But do you think? I guess it did reset. Only 3 hours ago. It resetted 3 hours ago. So yeah. On the team save bar. Nice quality of life on the team save bar. What do we get? Down here? Oh, this thing? This thing is crazy. To where you can look at it from this angle, maybe? Is that what you're talking about? Or did we always have that? Oh, the timing bar. What do we got here? What's been changed with it? Oh, the boss info's changed? Oh, we can see kind of any boss info. 6 seconds, 12. Oh, instead of saying 666, it's 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So if you wanted it, you know, at 23, 22 seconds. Nice. Yeah, they're doing stuff to improve. I want to see some hero balancing though. I really want to see some balancing. But guys, if you're not playing Dragonheir Silent Gods, look down below, hit that link and come and join us in Discord as well. Have you looked at the hero selection screen for the main page? From the main page. We looked at this earlier when we were looking at here. Right here? What do you mean? You mean, did I look at this?
Of course, not that of a firebolt either.
Recommended condition, Grand Arena. Accuracy Enlightenment. We looked at this already, yeah. Oh, top left? Oh, teams. That's pretty sweet. No, I didn't see that. I definitely didn't see that. Teams here. Are those the teams? Oh, these are the teams that we have here. So I could go over here to this team. And you can manage the gear on it and then edit. Equipment plan. This is pretty cool. It looks really confusing right now because I'm not used to seeing it. So it's really... But none of the gear is on them currently. Like if I go to equipment plan, load equipment. Okay, load equipment. Now I can go to each and every one of them. I guess to see their stats. Maybe if I wanted to tweak some gear from here. Or if I wanted to create a new team. What are you using it for?
Strength alone cannot eliminate all evil.
Create a team, create a team. Okay, let's create a team. So not one there yet. I guess so we can do it here before we go into, like normally a lot of times I'll zone over to a dungeon and jump in a dungeon just so I can look at the teams without going to a dungeon. Right, just like that, right? Without having to go to a dungeon. But I'm pretty used to going to a dungeon. So again, I'm going to have to get used to this and remember to do this to come over here and edit the teams. Because it's kind of nice. Now, as long as we don't have any display error. You know how we always have a display error? You see me see it. I know you guys got to have it happen because I have it happen to me every time I look at gear. It shows me the incorrect gear. As long as we don't have the display error, it's fine. But I like going into the battle because I can see the actual team. I can see the formation. Just what I'm used to, I guess. And then if I'm not really sure about the gear, I can go here and click on the gear here. And I know that the gear that I see here is not showing me a display error. Because when I'm looking at something that's supposed to be crit rate and it always shows me something else, it's pretty annoying. I've already run that run. You know what I'm talking about, right? But here, I know it's accurate. So here I can kind of review my gear and make sure it's right. I can sit here and say, okay, you're right, right. Everything's correct. Yeah, it's really annoying. That display error is crazy annoying. And I really don't know why we still have it. All right, guys, we'll continue with FEY tomorrow. What are we going to do with this FEY team? $156. What did Gorax use on 156? You know he posts everything he does. Like everything he does, he always posts no matter what. So let's hold on before we leave today. Let me check here and see Gorax 156. Let's go over to his channel. Let's check it out really quick and see if we can't see it. Let me get the screen up for you guys to see. Okay, that's the wrong screen. That's Discord. All right, Gorax. Show us. $151 to $160. Show us your team for a 156, please. With the 3 quakes? Yeah, those back-to-back quakes are weird, right? It's kind of worrying. Maybe we're going to have a big earthquake soon. Okay, so he's got... No, this is not the fight. I was like, what? He's only got Netta in here? And 156. Okay, here we go. We've got Garius, Ardrith. Hey, we had this team we had this exact same team earlier, didn't we? We had Gardrith. We came in here with Ardrith, Gardrith, Varesh, Rose, and Hubbard, and we were trying to DPS it down. Do you remember that? That's how we started. And we were trying to DPS these guys. Wait, is that the right stage? That's the right stage.
The season basically, but for the time being, just skip it. Change the team. So I'm really happy.
Okay. Who's this he's got right here? Who is that? That's a Radiant. That's the Radiant one that gives you rally. This is like a 3x3, but it also every 6 basic attacks, it gives rally to somebody, so we can get rally on Hubbard to make sure he can hit. Is that what we're doing here? Okay, they're tanking up front. This is not the right fight. This is season 1? This isn't the right fight. These aren't Sagamirs. No, he just posted this, though. Here's Sagamirs.
And we can see Mifra C. Oh, and everyone else is dead.
He's using...
This will be harder than I thought.
Okay. He was using a lot of different teams, it looks like. Oh, he's got Perk in here, though. He's got Avelius, Tharvel, Perk.
Like this, and we'll take down.
Okay, now he's got... I think he's switching up a lot of stuff.
Eric is dead.
He's got it on 10 times speed, too, so I can't even tell what the shit's going on. It looks like he's got a fire... He had Flora in here. He tried to do Felicity.
Like, okay, we know.
He's back to Tarvel and Perk now, which I don't have those guys.
Heal us a little bit.
He's trying to nuke him with Perk.
We're lacking damage, which is off.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to kill Mifra C, but we are dying because
He's dying a lot, too. You hear him? He's like, we are dying? Oh, man, this stage is tough.
Rose in
Okay, okay, this is what we had. This is pretty much like the team we have. Let's see, can he get past it? I'll be really surprised. Maybe if I bring in Lorenthal and we get the 40% additional damage, we definitely will have rally on Hubbard then. Decrease defense up on Mithracy. But remember, she protects herself. Even when we get her to the kill condition, she's not going to die with her passive. We have to then bring her down again. Not from max life, but we have to bring her down again. Okay, everybody's dying on his 2 DPS died again.
But after that, it's not enough damage. Those 2 guys are just dying too quickly. So if we can do this.
This fight is rough. Okay, now he's bringing in ice. This isn't going to work.
I think she will be the one focused. But what we want to do is...
It's fun seeing somebody else struggle. After I struggled so much, it's fun seeing somebody else come in here and struggle and not just be like, oh, I blew right through it. And you guys all said you were struggling too, and you just barely kind of got by on this stage after controlling everyone so much, A lot of you said Zorloff along with Ripekiss.
Mithracy. Oh, I forgot. She doesn't have...
Yeah, he could go over there and hit her with Girth, sure. Girth does do a big jump. You can pick who you want to hit. But they're not going to stay alive. No way.
This is going to be painful. Okay, we almost got the Mithracy out of the equation.
I'll be surprised if you can nuke her with Girth and then slowly... If you can get her out of there, then we could, you could tank maybe with just Ardrith and Garius. Well, no, because there's a lot of carrots being popped. There's a lot of regen still going up.
As well, but the problem is no one's hitting Mithracy, so she will be constantly resurrecting them. And this fight might go over and over till we time out. So they can't kill me, and we can take down Mithracy somehow.
Okay, he's got his own Sagamir in here now.
Right, I mean, we'll have buff prohibition.
Okay, Varesh, Sagamir, he might win with this one. It's close to the end of this segment for 156. Okay, so decrease it, his own Sagamir, decrease attack their Sagamirs, and put decreased defense on them. So Witches remains on his Sagamir, it looks like. We're blocking the buffs, or at least he was going to try to block the buffs on Mithrasia.
Let's speed this up. Okay, so Mithracy is slowly taking some damage, okay? If we get her...
She's slowly taking damage. Rose is there, but his Varesh is already dead. Oh, she died? She died once, I think? Or got to the threshold to where she popped her passive. He's got to take her out one more time. And for some reason, his Ardrith is tanking her right now. His Ardrith is doing damage to her. I don't know how he got his Ardrith to go through.
And if Varesh didn't die, we probably could have done it.
So Ardrith is slowly pegging her the whole entire time. If she wasn't there, she wouldn't be taking this damage.
There she is. Okay, so she's down.
Okay, she's down. She's down. Okay, I don't know. He just, like a lot of you out there, he just kind of...
That was like 4 legendary heroes.
I think he got kind of lucky. I think he got very lucky.
Right, I mean, we'll have...
Okay, so this was the team. Where's slow playback? I think you can go over here to normal playback. Yeah, 0.5% playback. Let's go.
Prohibition from Varesh. That's the idea. Here.
Okay, when they turned, he got decreased attack on all of them, so they wouldn't do as much damage, but he still lost Varesh. Wouldn't do as much damage to Rose, I guess. I think they're all on Rose right now. Well, Rose is already doing decreased attack. I'm not sure what his Sagamir... Did his Sagamir last the whole entire fight? Because if it lasts the whole entire fight, it's still helping out, right?
Buff prohibition won't really help us.
And I think Sagamir's trying to do what we do in the Vortex to keep shields up as often as possible. Maybe, yeah, to flip it to Garius. I just saw it get flipped to Garius, so Garius could get his ultimate gauge up to try to get shields up more often. Still lost Varesh, though, already. But it skipped, though. He kind of cut out whatever else was going on in there. Because I can see from here, Ardrith is fighting Rose right at this moment. Varesh died. And then, look, the screen just skipped. Like, he skipped a part. He cut something out. He cut something, whatever he was talking about, he cut it out. Where's the time on this? 6. It says FEY walkthrough. I can't see. Shh. I think it says 9 minutes, and then he jumps to 6 minutes.
Mithracy is
I really think it says 9 minutes and then he jumped to 6 minutes. So that's a long time for him to jump. And then eventually somehow Ardrith went over here to Mithracy.
We will be able to pass this level.
It's just wild, right? Just completely wild.
I mean, our draft is on hard
PvE teams and copy them as a PvP team. What's going on?
dice without being resurrected.
Oh, he just like luckily got through there. Pretty wild, guys. That stage is definitely insane stage. So, all right. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you all for hanging out with me. I think Donella dies, then Ardrith runs to. Well, Donella looked like she was still up when Ardrith was smacking on this, wasn't it? There's somebody to the left of Ardrith still. It looks like it's Donella. Yeah, she's still there. She's there. Danella's right next to her at 40% HP, while Ardrith is hitting this girl. She's been here the whole time, right there, Donella. Like even if I back it up, you'll see her there. So, I don't know. Like I said, it takes some luck. It takes some luck to get past that stage. Really, it does. Well, no, Don is dead. No, she shifted. Donella is not dead. Donella's to the left still the whole entire time while she's sitting there pegging on Mithracy. So, yeah, we'll check it out. We'll go into more detail with this team or another team tomorrow, and we'll see. So, I don't know. It is pretty wild, though. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.